Hey guys, Steven here from BOC Vids. I wanted to make my first video here on the BOC Vids account on YouTube about my new camcorder. The reason why I'm kind of upgrading or I'm creating this account is to get more into things, and this is my my first start in doing that, and that's because of my new camcorder, the Sony HDR-AX2000. Nice little Sony prosumer, kind of like bottom line professional HD camcorder. Retails for about $3,500, and I just picked one up and it's awesome, and so I just wanted to kind of go over it real quick, as well as give you my reviews about what the what I think about it, what the cons and pros I see in it, and hopefully later on I'll have some more vids kind of demonstrating some stuff about the camcorder. So let's get into it. We've got, starting from the front, we have the lens hood right here. It has a little switch on the side here, on the left hand side, to open and close the matchbox, and that's great if you're not filming. That way you can protect your lens and keep it safe and from any kind of dust that may be floating around. So it's a good way to keep it clean and not have to clean it that much. And the other thing is, on the right hand side there's a little button here. Push the button in, twist the lens hood, and it pops right out. So if you ever want to, I wouldn't see why you would need to, but if you ever want to take the lens hood off, except for maybe to clean it, that would probably be the only time you'd ever want to clean the lens, then you want to take the lens hood off. But that's how you do it, nice and easy. And then there's two lines on here. I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not, but there's two lines on here that you just match up the two lines and then just fit it in and then twist it, and then it clips right in. Alright, moving back on the top here, then we've got the, first off we got the internal mic right here, and it's got the little shoe right there, little shoe for accessories, such as lights or packs for lavalier mics, the receiver, and as well as perhaps some kind of mic or something like that that requires a shoe. Then the next one we got is the 3.5-inch diagonal LCD screen, touchscreen. Really nice pixels. I believe it's got just under 1 million pixels, so very clear, very vivid. Just a lovely, lovely addition to the camera. And then we have the controls right here. This controls such as the menu options, playback. This is great for playback. If you want to see the playback on the LCD, you can control it from right there. Moving back further, we have the zoom toggle, and then we have the record button right here. And the record button, you can't put a hold on there in case you don't want to accidentally press it if you're holding it on the top, holding it from the handle here. So that's that. So okay, and then we've got, moving back, we've got the viewfinder, which does come with a little eye cup right there, which is nice. You have to get kind of used to it. If you're not used to it before, it's kind of different. I'm still trying to get used to it, but it's a nice addition. But this viewfinder is amazing as far as quality wise. It's got it's over 1 million pixels, just really clear. I find that in daytime it's really good during daylight when it's sunny. It's really good to use the viewfinder because it's kind of hard to see the LCD, and so viewfinder is great, and you can adjust that by the little control right here, right below it, a little toggle right here that you can do that. So that's a great part right there. All right, let's move on to the right side. The right side, there's not a whole lot of stuff here. This is where your handle will go in case you want to just hold it like such and look around, and it's very comfortable. And you can adjust the strap here, really great. Then moving across on the top here, first off we have, this is on the top here, this is where it's got a mount already for a shotgun condenser mic. And this is great because it will fit most shotgun condenser mics. They're about this size. And so it's really nice. It's got a nice gel kind of caps there to kind of hold it in, but also not have it much, kind of get that shock absorbent. And then it's got a little switch right here. You can take that off, open it up, put it in there. It's real easy, nice and secure. It does have a little shock absorbent rubber on the actual mount itself. Really nice. We have 2 XLR inputs, both phantom power, which is awesome. Okay, and then let's move over to the left side, which has most of the buttons on there. First off, we have the 3 rings. We have the first one here is for the focus, and so you move it back and forth to switch between focusing there. Then we have the 20x zoom G lens right here. This is controlling the zoom right there. All of these are really nice, servo controlled, really easy to move, really smooth. And then the next one we have is the aperture, the iris ring. Basically controls the amount of light. You know, if you move it back and forth, it's going to get darker, lighter, pretty natural. It's really nice. Moving on, we have neutral density filters, which is great for sunlight. It's basically like sunglasses for the camcorder. And so for like really sunlight, I usually use like the second or third setting on there, but there's 3 of them on there, and it's really nice that you have this built in. You don't have to add them, put them on there if you need to. You merely just flip the switch to whichever setting you want, and you're set. Moving over, we have the focus controls for auto and manual. You really want to try to learn how to use the manual controls on there because you can really enhance it. Automatic focus isn't going to touch up the focused area very well, but manual focus would be really good to get used to that. So I have mine on manual focus. We have 6 assignable buttons here. Basically, 3 of them are already assigned, but you can change those if you want. And then we have 3 that are open, and this means there's a lot of functions that aren't on here that are in the menu. And so what you can do is you can assign certain functions, then it gives you a list of the functions you can assign certain functions to these buttons. So it gives you a shortcut option. So it's really nice. We have gain controls on here, white balance, shutter speed. This is for the gain switcher so you can switch between low, medium, high. There's your white balance. You have a preset, and you have an A and B, which are already set. So you can change the preset around if you want to. That's the one that you can affect. We have volume controls here for the XLR inputs, and as well as the internal mic. You can adjust the volume for those. And then we have a few buttons here like menu, mode, picture profile, which you'll want to spend some time on that, adjusting the picture profile of the colors and stuff like that to make it fit however you want to make it happen. And then on the back we have the battery pack right there. We have the 2 memory card slots right here for SD or Pro Duo Sony cards. And then we have 3 different compartments here. First one here is for DC, that's for a charger. So it's for charging as well as the external battery or external charging if you want to do that. Then we have HDMI component and USB plugins right there, and it's full HDMI, which is awesome. And then regular component cables right there. And you do get all cables included to use for this, except for the HDMI. That's not included. So that would be extra. But that's pretty much it, guys. The review on the my Sony HDR-AX2000 camera. And also let you guys know, I'm recording right now on my Canon Vixia Hg-20 camcorder, which is the one I've upgraded from. And I'm selling that right now on Craigslist and possibly on eBay. And so I'll have a video up for that, kind of demonstrating all that's included with